Secretary, come to order, please. Like everybody to stand. For the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Engel, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First order of business tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is to welcome you and wish you all nothing but a happy New Year, not only for you, but for Munhall Borough. We've got a lot of new faces here, and I'm anxious to get the show on the road. We've got a lot of work for these guys, and they'll hate me after 1 month, but it don't matter. So, anyway, welcome, Happy New Year, God bless you all. I know I'm not supposed to say that. At this time, I would request that our 3 new councilmen step forward, and I will swear them in. Jason Stein, John Cushon, and Joseph Warhol. So please take place over there. And I'll take a walk. I never did see 3 uglier guys in my life. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud, really very proud to be able to do this. Because knowing these gentlemen and the kind of character they are, it does Munhall Borough, it does my heart very well. Jason, take a step forward, please. Just stand in the back here. We'll swear you in all together. Joe? And John. My pleasure. Gentlemen, congratulations. If you'll raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, and your name.
I, John Stein,
Elected as member of council
elected as a member of council
for the borough of Munhall.
of the Borough of Munhall,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America,
and the bylaws of Munhall Borough.
and the bylaws of Munhall Borough.
I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to discharge the duties of my office
to discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity,
with fidelity,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. You gentlemen are now councilmen. Please take your seat and get to work. Madam Secretary, we could have the roll call now.
Yes, Mayor. Councilman Brennan.
Here.
Councilman Falk.
Here.
Councilman Ingalls.
Here.
Councilman Bodadian.
Here.
Councilman Stein.
Here.
Councilman Tishon.
Here.
Councilman Barwola.
Here.
Thank you. At this time, gentlemen, I would like to put forth a request for the election of the council president for this year, 2016. Do I have a motion for council president? Mr. Ingalls.
Rob Falls.
Mr. Ingalls nominates Rob Falls. There's no second needed. No second needed. How about a third? Okay. Any other nominations for president of council? If not, at this time, I will close the floor for nomination of president of council. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? At this time, I will entertain a motion. Open the floor for nomination of vice president of council. Do I have any nominations? Motion by Mr. Barwola, Rich Bodadian. Do I have any other nominations?
I nominate Rick Brennan.
Mr. Ingalls nominates Rick Brennan. At this time, we will take a vote then. We'll vote by your council, let's put it this way. Take a motion, Mr. Call for a vote for Mr. Bodadian. Who, if you all raise your hand for Mr. Bodadian. Who is voting for Mr. Bodadian? Echelon? Take a vote for Mr. Brennan at this time. If you'll raise your hand, please.
It's 4-3.
Okay, I know,
Aye.
I know, but somebody may know.
Good. True.
So you never
Right,
know.
you're right.
Okay, so, motion to elect Mr. Bodadian carries. Mr. Bodadian, your president, vice president of council. I will, this time we'll let the president do that, yeah. I will vacate the seat. He's throwing me out already. Okay, come on, Rob, it's your meeting, move ahead, but after you get the pro tem, I would like to have the floor for a few remarks.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Mr. Vice
This is the hot seat here, you know. So I've been on here at council 10 years. I guess if you're here long enough, you eventually make you president. So I guess that's how it happened. But I want to thank the council for their confidence in me. And I also, you know, we've had a lot of people here with experience. The mayor has been here for 40 some years as a council, and the mayor, and Mr. Tishon has been here a long time. Mr. Bodadian has been here for a long time. Harvey's been here a long time. Rick is new, and we got the 3 good new council people. Well, 3 good new council people coming on, but one's a veteran. We got 2 good guys coming on here. And I think what I'm going to do as a president, I'm not going to do this alone. We're going to be a team here. You're going to see us debate. You're going to see us argue. But that stuff's going to happen, hopefully, mostly at the workshop. We may always not vote alike. We may not always be in agreement on something. But I think for one thing's for sure, in Munhall here, this council is going to work for the best of Munhall Borough, every council person in here. And I think it's going to be a better council than we've had in a while. It's a new day in Munhall. You know, we can't forget the past that we've had, the good, the bad in the past. there was some bad in the past, you know, over the last few years, it's gotten better. But the present is here, and the future, I think, is bright with this council. And at that time, I will open up the motions for President Pro Tem.
Mr. President, I nominate Joe Varhola for President Pro Tem.
Thank you. Motion for Joe Varhola for President Pro Tem. Or any other, you don't need a second.
I'd like to nominate Harvey Ingalls for pro tem.
Okay, motion for Harvey Ingalls for President Pro Tem. Any other nominations? At this time, we'll have nominations closed. And I guess we'll keep the format we had. Like the mayor was going, we'll do the vote by hand. So, voting for Joe Varhola. So by 5-2 vote, Joe Varhola is the President Pro Tem for Texas. Other things we have to do is meeting dates, months and times. I mean, I'm fine with the schedule that we've had here, you know, since I've been on council. And that would be our meeting dates. Will be our workshop will be the second Wednesday of the month, and workshops will be at 6:30, and our regular council meeting would be at third Wednesday of every month at 7 o'clock. Do we need to vote on that, Mayor, or any other? Anybody have anything to say on that, or Bob? Do we need to vote on that?
We should have a vote on it for the record.
Do we need to vote on that?
I'll make a motion to that effect.
Okay, motion on the floor by Mr. Tishon. Second by Mr. Rodadian. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, motion carries 7-0. Next on the agenda is the newspaper of record. As we all know, we lost the McKeesport Daily News, who was our newspaper of record, along with the Valley Mirror. With the Valley Mirror being only a weekly paper, we need a daily paper also. Does that need to be done at this meeting, or do we need to get a price? Do we know what these cost?
It's gotta be done at this meeting, because we do have to advertise it. This meeting's pretty quick. Of the two dailies now, they're both expensive. Tribune Review is a bit more affordable than Post Gazette, the legal ads. We could change it at any time, but right now, we need a,
I'll make a motion that the review Tribune be our, and the Valley Mirror be our paper of choice.
Motion on the floor by Mr. Bodadine, second by Mr. Tishon. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carries 7-0. I'm gonna ask you, Bob, about rules of order, but you actually,
generally, that's, most groups and councils go by Robert's Rules of Order. I don't think we've ever had to employ it in my short time here. Maybe some of you that have been around for a while, there may have been some points of debate and discussion, but generally, it's Robert's Rules of Order, the most recent edition. Or set up your own rules.
do we have a motion on the floor for us to proceed with our meetings under Robert's Rules of Order? A motion by Harvey, second by Joe Varhola. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, I did that out, yes, I did. Okay, I did forget, I skipped over one, the new president's mistake, not intentional, just skipping over, the vacancy board chair. Vacancy board chair is something that we do every 2 years, and, at this time, I'll entertain nominations for vacancy board chair.
What is that?
A vacancy board chair, and if Bob can correct me, he's been around here a lot longer than me, and the mayor is also, and Mr. Tishon, if any of you, if I'm missing up on what the vacancy board actually does, but what I believe they do is they can break a tie vote in the consequence, we are deadlocked. A councilman's in, we have two people out, and the mayor actually can't, it's something the mayor can't break the tie on, or even with that, we need a vacancy board person to break that tie.
Generally, to elaborate on that, if any council person would resign from office during their term, council has 30 days to appoint a replacement. Generally, that's by a vote, and the chair of the vacancy board, who is a resident, not a council person, would actually chair that process in the election among council of the new council person. That's essentially what the role of the vacancy board chair is. Will be a non-council person, a citizen, only at the time where council has not been able to identify a council person for a replacement. It's very rarely used, but according to the borough code, you do have to have a vacancy board chair.
In the 10 years that I've been here, we've never used it. Mayor, have you ever used it in your tenure?
We have, but it's been
Well,
quite a
very
while
few
ago,
votes.
and, as you say, as a member of the public, citizen, it is the chair of the vacancy board.
About 35 years ago, I think we had to
We
break
had
a
some-
3-3 tie. I forget what the circumstance. I'm old too, man. I'd like to nominate Arlene Jabor for that position of Venango Street.
Okay, motion by John, second by Rich.
Becky, did you catch that last name? I'm not sure Becky, the secretary, caught that. John, last name again for
It
Becky?
is Jabor, Jabbour.
Thank you.
Any other nominations for vacancy board chair? At this time, I'll close nominations. All in favor, Arlene Jabor for vacancy board chair, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? No nays. Motion passes 7-0. Okay, now I'm back on track here. We have the office opening time, business hours for our office here. We've been working, the office hours have been Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Do I have a motion to continue the hours of 8:30 to 4:30?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Bodine, second by Mr. Varhola. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and at this time, I'm sorry, Mayor, let me get back to you. You wanted to make a statement. Do you want to do that now?
Fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, I told you we were gonna do that, and I just went right into the meeting on you.
These people all hear me talking all the time, so they don't even want to listen to me talk. But I'm gonna talk anyway. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations once again to the new council. And, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to a new era in Munhall history. And this is a new era now. Our future presents us with so many new and different challenges that we've never faced before in 115 years of Munhall history. That we're delighted and counting on you to be a part of a team that must overcome so many problems and make things happen in serving our wonderful people here in Munhall. And I mean that, because we got the best borough around. Now, I'm asking your hard work in a direction in addressing crucial problems and difficulties. And I'll name a few, just so you can mark a couple down, which you probably won't tonight, but at the same time, it's something to put into your mind. And one of them is our financial status. We had a terrible time the last 2 years. We're lucky enough to be able to recover some TIF money in the near future. But then again, some of the same people that caused that difficulty went to jail. Yeah, we got ripped off. That's all I'm gonna say with that subject. But our financial status is so important now because of so many things. 2016 is a key year, and so much. And other things I'll mention is our blight and our demolition, including my favorite building on 428 8th Avenue, which could have been gone, should have been gone, and wasn't taken down. And I'm still fighting that battle over the past couple of years. It'll go, but I'd like to ask this council, take a quick look at it and get it into where it belongs, out of there. Because it's a big hole that should be there rather than that dangerous situation that building is in. Other things are our new recreational procedures in dealing with our new Mayor William Mother Knight Memorial Park. That's Munhall, folks. Don't forget it. It's Munhall. I'm being already because I've been mentioned by many people already that, well, that's Steel Valley's field. Well, Steel Valley's gonna use it as much as they want, and we will definitely be the ones that will see that that happens. But at the same time, it's Munhall. And Munhall, you're the guys, you're gonna run the thing. You're the guys that I will be working with very, very diligently. So this field is a big, major project that we're thankful for. We're grateful to Mr. Campbell, and we're grateful that God's given us the opportunity to have something like this happen. But our problems are just starting, folks, because the maintenance and the security that go along with the responsibility of having a project like that are enormous, and we need many problems to be resolved by our council. I did a lot of thinking about our detailed role in the Homestead Cemetery situation, including the cell tower that is on that property, which again is Munhall. Nobody owns the property because, the Homestead Park people made it a Homestead Cemetery a long time ago. And now they all kind of disappeared into oblivion. And now we're left with a cemetery that gets nobody being buried there. And the poor board that was in there was getting clobbered and are still getting clobbered, whatever's left there, because there's nobody to do the ice up there. There's nobody to dig the graves unless you arrange for it on your own. And furthermore, there's nobody to salt the roads and open the cemetery so that people can conduct a decent burial. The 6 funeral directors in the area all have keys to that. It's open. But according to the people that I've talked to, they basically have abandoned that. Now, I don't know what that means in Munhall, but I think you can guess what it means in Munhall. It's in Munhall. Guess who's gonna get stuck with it? We have a fund that we have opened through the Munhall Borough, let's put it that way, that is accepting money for maintenance, especially, now that summer will be coming and all that. But, they seek donations. At the same time, I have no idea what the judges have ruled as far as ownership of it goes. The ownership is going to lapse back to the former board. And the former board has abandoned it. So guess who's gonna get it? We will. That's just another thing. And one other thing in there I wanna bring up, and I was hoping our solicitor would be here tonight, but we'll talk about it in the next meeting. That cell tower that's up there. It's a monument for somebody. I wanna know who. I wanna find out for sure. And we got no resolution with the procedure that took place in court just this past couple months. But if it's something that's gonna be resolved, it's something that's gonna save the taxpayer money. We have to the flyover down there. They just put the flyover at the other end to open the property to banking, so on and so forth. The government has saw fit to get some money there, and so has the, Allegheny County. A while back, a long time ago, which I realized how dumb Munhall was at that time, to accept the flyover and also the road to the flyover in exchange for other maintenance properties throughout the borough. That we would do certain things if we would accept the flyover bridge down there, which is a major maintenance problem. We have to look into that. We have to get in that debris. 13 years I've been fighting. We were down just, how long ago, Mr. Brennan, you were down there?
6-7 months ago, right?
With the county CEO, who made our case again, and as I say, it's been about 13 years since I've been fighting this battle. I got ways of getting the money to fix that up, but we're not gonna get into that, because they'll be running me out of, not only Munhall, but out of Allegheny County, because it belongs to Munhall, they say, and I want the county to take it over. Well, if the county won't take it over, and Munhall, it belongs to Munhall, gee, maybe we'll make it a toll bridge. We'll get the money somehow, it belongs to Munhall. You know, I'm mean, I'm rotten. Anyway, it's just something else that these gentlemen will have to face, and I wish them all the best in that. But just a couple other things, and I'll shut up already. The high cost of maintenance, this building, this is the most beautiful building around for the past so many years. It's one of the dogs, folks. We're not maintaining the building as it should. It's gotta be. They were doing work out there, drilling and everything on the ball field out there. You go down into our dispatch area, which upsets me because 9/11 is there, and I'm not 9/11 guy, as you can probably tell. I want our own dispatching like we had in the past, and I don't know what it's gonna take to get something to secure these areas. They're out there working, they're drilling, guess what's happening to the tile on the floor of the building? It's coming up, it's there waiting for you. Cracked up, things like that, it's just one of the things, hot water, and we go on and on. These are things that I'm passing on to these gentlemen. Anyway, getting to items like that, and then getting to street surfacing and alley surfacing, it's something we talked about. And maintenance and renovation, road, alley, we have to do a bond issue, folks, after 2016. Think about it, gentlemen. We're gonna have this, and God only knows what the millstone is gonna be around the neck of council and the borough people, the taxpayer, to see where it goes. But if we wanna fix this building, and if we wanna get our roads finally to somewhere where, you know, we can be proud of Munhall again, we're gonna have to take maybe a $10 or $12 million bond issue out, and yeah, you're gonna pay for it. But you know what? It's gotta be done. When the town's gonna go to the dogs if we can't let that happen, because the people in Munhall, as I said, they're the best. You're beautiful, you're all so loving and hearty. But I better shut my big mouth. Anyway, that bond issue to me is something that's gonna be done in the future, and let's address these problems. And yeah, we're gonna come down and leave our grandkids and everything with some debt, but at the same time, we're gonna make town recreational areas and other areas, and safe routes to school. Look at the way the kids go to school from Homestead, from Lower Munhall to the high school. Look at that road there, look at that sidewalk there, look at where they're walking, look at why you almost run somebody down every day whenever you're coming and they're letting out of school. That's programs, money's been approved, it's sitting there, it's supposed to start this.
I believe we'll see it finally come.
This year.
This year is the year where we see it
It's
finally
only about 5 years late.
come up, well, maybe 6.
We'll get that done. And
I think we'll see it this
is
year.
another problem. And, you know, I with pleasure tonight with the new council, have taken up enough of your time, I realize that. But I wanna charge you to put your foot on the gas, on the accelerator. Once again, pull this cart together in the same direction, making Munhall, as I said in 1987, magnificent Munhall, the future begins here. This is where we're going to, folks. Let's start right this year. And gentlemen, congratulations. Go to it, and I'll be sitting here with my big mouth all over. Thank you.
Thank you. I know we can count on you to, give us some direction and give us good advice, and a lot of that stuff we're gonna be putting at the forefront and working on.
Can I add one thing?
Sure.
I congratulate all you new councilmen. Congratulations. I'm happy to have you here. The people, your family members are very excited. It's a special night for everyone and for the town. And I remember 2 years ago when I was sworn in. It was 6 degrees out and it was frigid. There was hardly anyone in the meeting at all. And it does bring back that memory to me. But what Ray started his speech off with, hit home with me, because when I was sworn in, we had a minus budget coming in. We had no money. And I just want to let you all know that I can happily say we'll be starting our 2016 year off with roughly around $800,000 to the good. That TIF money, I believe, came in about $400,000 or so. Was that brought in today, Bob?
458 was brought in today, but our fund balance at the end of the year is more toward the 400,000 mark. That 800,000 includes restricted funds. You take those out, and we have a good, healthy fund balance in general fund.
So,
Yeah.
congratulations, guys, again. And we have a little bit to work with to start off. So let's really do a good job this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Another thing we had on our agenda was any more board committee appointments. Does anyone care to do any appointments this night, or do we, on my recommendation, we talk about other appointments we have at the workshop?
I think we're gonna talk about it further in the workshop.
At the workshop, right, this is
Do it
not a
next-
night.
We're gonna do it next.
Yeah, that way we can work it out, get the appointments we need. I'll be getting in touch with all of the council in reference to committees. One thing I'm gonna ask Becky, or Becky to send out tomorrow to all the council. I wanna try to put people where I think they fit in and belong best, and what they're interested in. I'd like you to send out tomorrow an email, Beck, what 3 boards that they would like to serve on council. First preference, second preference, third preference. And if you can get those, as soon as they come in, if you can get those back to me, so we can make appointments for committees in the next couple weeks. Does anybody have anything else tonight to bring up for council?
Motion to adjourn?
This announcement. Oh, well, as you know, there's one more thing on your agenda you may have missed too, that I passed up. There is, the new council, if they so care and wish, and that's their choice, can reopen the budget, but it would have to be done by Mr. Verhol or Mr. Stein or Mr. Tishon. And they do have some time to think that over. I believe it is 30 days.
Yeah, if the budget is reopened, it has to be adopted no later than February 15th and advertised.
So if they so wish, you don't have to do it tonight, but if you guys want to think it over.
I think it's important that we get a copy of the entire budget,
Exactly.
so that we can.
It's online, you can get
And one other thing, before we adjourn, if council can remain in chambers for a group photo shoot, we have our photographer there, and also our volunteer photographer there, Nick, to do a photo shoot with the 3 new councilmen. And second, we were reconvened across the hall for immediate family for just sort of a little get-together and some light refreshments. And I think we were planning to do a council shoot as a whole too. A group council shoot up front we'll do here.
Council could remain.
And mayor also.
adjourned.
I'm not forgetting you,
You
Mayor.
set up to leave those chairs in the front, that's gonna take a while to set up, and then 3 council people. Portrait shot behind me, and all this is for the website to be posted hopefully this week.
Other than that, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second, Mr. Schoen, second by Ms. Bodie, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Stay warm. Have a good evening, and everybody wants to come across the hall, there are some light refreshments over there for us. Hey, Heather.
Yeah, he's got to wear an expiration. They were having a hard time putting the bag on the side.